Hi, I'm Frankie Santos, and this is Craft Rescue. In this video, I'm going to share with you two very simple 4-line nursery rhymes to show you the knit and the purl stitch. Let's get started. So these two nursery rhymes were created to help teach children the knit and the purl stitch. And I really do think they're just as effective for teaching adults how to knit. So I'm going to show you very slowly a few different ways. We're going to recite the 4 lines of the knit nursery rhyme first. So it goes in through the front door, so that means insert your needle, around the back, so that's the wrap. See, my yarn is wrapped there around my working needle. Peek through the window. That means bring the stitch through. That's the stitch right there we're working. And off jumps Jack. That's when you pull the stitch from the row below off because you've worked the new stitch. All right, let's recite it a few more times so you really get it. In through the front door, around the back, peek through the window, and off jumps Jack. One more time. In through the front door, around the back, peek through the window, and off jumps Jack. Now I'm going to show you the way to do it in Continental. It looks slightly different, but the nursery rhyme is still very useful in the same way. So in through the front door, we're going to insert just like that. Here is the difference between picking and Continental and throwing or English style. In English style, you wrap the yarn around the needle. In Continental style, you wrap the needle around the yarn. I'll demonstrate what I mean right here. So the rhyme goes in through the front door, around the back. So see how I wrap my needle? Again, in through the front door, around the back, peek through the window, and off jumps Jack. Again, in through the front door, around the back, peek through the window, and off jumps Jack. In through the front door, around the back, peek through the window, and off jumps Jack. You may sometimes have to push your non-working needle down a little ways to get these stitches to come closer to the tip. I'll show you that one more time. In through the front door, that means insert your needle. Around the back, that means wrap. Peek through the window, that means pull the stitch, the new stitch, through the stitch from the row below, and off jumps Jack. And that means pull the stitch from the row below off of your non-working needle. So here is the purling nursery rhyme. It goes like this. Under the fence, grab the sheep, back we come, and off we leap. Do that again. Under the fence, grab the sheep, back we come, and off we leap. So I'm going to break that down. So under the fence. So you'll notice this is a different insertion from the knit stitch. A good way to remember this is that your tips will be pointing in opposite directions when you purl. When you knit, your tips are always pointing the same direction, if that makes sense. So tips are pointing the opposite direction here in purl. Tips are pointing the same direction in knit. Again, under the fence, that means insert your needle. Grab the sheep, that means do your wrap. Back we come. So this actually is helpful because you literally can pull your needle, your working needle back. Your working needle is the needle in your dominant hand. And off we leap. Under the fence, grab the sheep, back we come, and off we leap. I'm going to show you how to do that with Continental. Now Continental is slightly different, of course, because you do tension your yarn with your left hand, or with your non-dominant hand, excuse me, as opposed to with your dominant hand. So, the thing to remember with Continental purl stitching is that your yarn is always in front. See how this working yarn is in front of my non-working needle? That's how you always have to maintain it. And here we go. Under the fence, grab the sheep, back we come, and off we leap. Let's do that again. Under the fence. So notice something, that you don't insert like this. See how the yarn is actually in back of the stitch now? That's a really common mistake. And it actually creates an extra, it can create an extra stitch or just some weirdness in your fabric. So be careful of that when you're knitting Continental and doing purling. So something that can help is in the beginning is if you hold your working yarn down a little bit. But when you're purling a lot in Continental, your index finger on your non-dominant hand will be working a lot. So keep your yarn in front is the conclusion. Under the fence, grab the sheep, back we come, and off we leap. Again, under the fence, grab the sheep, back we come, and off we leap. Let me break that down for you again. So you're going to insert your needle. That's the under the fence. Under the fence, grab the sheep. You're going to have your working yarn come on top of your working needle, and then you're going to pull it down like this to complete your wrap. So, and hold it there until you do the third line of the nursery rhyme, which is back we come, and off we leap. Again, under the fence. Right now I'm just holding it. When I normally purl in Continental, I would not be holding it down. I'm only holding it down for the purposes of the video so that you can see what I'm doing a little more clearly. Under the fence, grab the sheep, again, up and down on your working needle, back we come, pull through the stitch, and off we leap. Let's do that one more time. Under the fence, grab the sheep, back we come, and off we leap.